Yo, what up, y'all? Episode 10 in the motherfucking building, man. It's been a hell of a goddamn grind, I ain't gonna lie. All 10 of these episodes, who take Jace, the pilots, all that in between. I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying? How you feeling so far about Pro Conversations?
Oh yeah, bro. I love doing this, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the goddamn everything about it for. You know what I'm saying? From us texting in the group chat, sending the goddamn news, having a brief little, you know what I'm saying, discussion about it. You know what I'm saying? Then being here the goddamn 30 minutes to an hour before we start recording, us just talking. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's stuff that we going over or it's just other stuff that happened. The whole thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shit. I'm ready for the run, bro. I'm ready for, you know what I'm saying, the long run for real, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm fucking with it, bro. And I'm hoping y'all is too, you know what I'm saying? But, that's how I feel, though.
Hey, yeah.
How about you?
Same, bro, same. I'm definitely feeling the growth in each episode and shit. Like, and we still got far ways to go, of course. But like, I'm definitely seeing like the growth in each episode. Like, we getting better and better. We trying to up the quality in the video wise and the audio and all that shit. Like each time, like trying to step our game up. So yeah, bro, I'm loving it, bro. Loving the grind. But that being said, it's your boy. I love you, Jace.
And this your boy Moot, and this is episode 10. So, let's get straight into it. So, you know what I'm saying? In these last couple of days, you know what I'm saying, we done had a couple of things happen in the NBA. Not too much, you know what I'm saying, but we done had a couple, I guess we could say major things happen. So first we gonna go ahead and hit the Marcus Smart got bought out right before he got bought out, and now he going to the Lakers. Is that how that went? Okay, so Marcus Smart got bought out by the damn I forgot where he was, the Wizards, and now he's on his way to the Los Angeles Lakers. So Jay, with you being, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers fan, how you feeling about that game?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a hell of an acquisition, man. One of the key things that they've been missing and they've been asking for, and you've been hearing about the team needs, is a point of attack defender, and Marcus Smart is definitely that. Now, is he DPOY Marcus Smart right now? That remains to be seen because he has been injured lately, and that's part of why he got moved. And his shooting is still been lacking. It was never that great anyway, but it's definitely been lacking the past couple seasons from when it started the uptrend when he was with the Celtics, and especially being that starting point guard. But I definitely feel like it helps the team. Luca apparently feels like it helped. He has been a big part of why Marcus Smart chose to come to this squad because he kept hitting him up over and over again, reaching out to him and trying to see where he was at. Far as in mentally and physically, recovering from the injury that he had previously last season. And he's saying that he was 90% recovered. So, and he's excited. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to like where Rondo came over there. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably gonna be like the same vibe. They already asked him how he was gonna feel when he wound up playing against the Celtics. Do we expect a lot of boos? And he was like, yeah, that just kind of come with it. You know what I'm saying? Two historic franchises always gonna be beefing for years and years to come. So yeah, man, I love the move. How about you?
Yeah, like you said, I definitely feel the same because shit, y'all needed that, you know what I'm saying, that POA defender, you know what I'm saying, that y'all can just send out there, you know what I'm saying, to get on that. And y'all got that. Like you said, it's not that same defensive player of the year that we know of right now. You know what I'm saying? If just factoring in the injuries, you know what I'm saying, just come back as that same goddamn Boston Celtics DPOY Marcus Smart from 2-3 seasons ago. You know what I'm saying? But I do still expect them to be that damn bug on defense. You know what I'm saying? That goddamn neck. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna leave your ass alone. He going for that ball, hitting the ball, down for the ball, all that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need that guy. Now, I do kind of, I guess you could say, like, not feel away, but with the bench unit, right? Because we getting him to be coming out the bench, right? Did I know? I'm just making sure.
I'm not
Jace ain't gonna
sure.
start in peace, right?
It's
Yeah.
what this is what JJ Redick will have to figure out because I mean, there's fan talk. I haven't seen any NBA experts say that Austin Reeves should come off the bench, but there is fan talk saying that they would like to see him come off the bench and be like a Ginobili or whatever. But I think they work well together. We literally saw that last season. For those however many games, 30 games, they probably played 25 games. They all played together
Mhm.
with LeBron, AR, Luca on the court together. I feel like that maximizes that offense. That all three playmakers, that all three unselfish, that all three can shoot, they all three can, get to the basket. They need to throw lobs. So I feel like it works well having three playmakers on the court at the same time. It kind of was a bit of their formula when they won the championship, when you had Braun, Rondo, Caruso, you know what I'm saying? All of that, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of IQ on the court, essentially. So you get to point out certain things and find mismatches and all that becomes easier when you have, three playmakers, three elite playmakers on the court at the same time.
So, real quick, while with you ending that off saying elite playmakers and to go on to the next topic, it's a elite playmaker that also went to damn Los Angeles, but it wasn't for your team. It was for your odds, my boy. But Chris Paul intends on signing with the Clippers. I'm gonna go ahead and go first on this one. Go ahead, cue on my mind. Go ahead and cue the music. Yeah, facts. Cause then if you bring in the whole team, you gotta fucking count Brook Lopez. As like, but you feel me? But Chris Paul going to the Clippers, shit. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You give Kawhi, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Even though Harden already an elite playmaker. Really, hold on. I'm gonna retract. This is a great addition. If Chris Paul cool with coming off the bench, I don't care. They'll probably have one of the best goddamn, you know what I'm saying, second units in the league. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? When we factor in all them damn players, because if I'm not mistaken, shit, he gonna have to either play with, big man wise, he either gonna have to play with Brook Lopez or Zubac as, you know what I'm saying, coming out that second unit. It's Chris Paul we talking about, gang. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the little, you know what I'm saying, scores that he got coming off the bench with him. Like, this is what he thrives in. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I like the move. You know what I'm saying? They could end up being like the best damn second unit in the league. But how you feel about it, Jace?
Hey, bro, this shit hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, I see somebody say that, somebody sent out a tweet and it was like, niggas acting like we picked up, damn, what was it, Gary Temple? It was like random older players. And it was like, y'all act like we picked up that. We picked up Brook Lopez, Bradley Beal, and Chris Paul. One of the best playmakers in NBA history. And literally made Wembanyama play better. Just, it was a big part of why that OKC team got confidence installed in them. With Shea a couple years ago. And then you got Brook Lopez, who was like the number one rim protector last season and has been like in the top 5, top 2, top 3 shit for like the past fucking 6 years or some shit like that. So, and then not to mention, you got Bradley Beal. So it's like Bradley Beal still is 20-point scorer to me. You know what I'm saying? He averaged over 18 points, like 5 rebounds and like 4 assists, some shit like that. I gotta go ahead and look down at the breakdown of the numbers, but somewhere around that. And he was also pretty efficient. It just wasn't meant for that team, that particular squad. But for the time being, that when he did put up shots, it was efficient. So you add that to the squad that was, kind of, they were capable. Nobody saw them winning it all last season, but they definitely were capable, especially had Kawhi been healthy and was able to gel well with Norman Powell, who was playing pretty amazing at the beginning of the season. So I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying, Chris Paul being out there with Brook Lopez, he's going to get him a lot more open shots. He's going to make Zubac look like one of the best bigs, even better than he did last year, one of the best bigs in the league. And then he has John fucking Collins to throw lobs to. That's going to be insane. So they're going to be like one of the most fun teams to watch next season. I can't wait to see it. Definitely don't see them winning it all, but would love to see them get to the conference finals or something. Hell yeah. That brings us to, right down the hall. You know what I'm saying? over this weekend, it was a WNBA All-Star game, which was in Indiana. It's kind of sad that Caitlin Clark wasn't able to play. She was injured. But he was able to participate in something major that happened this weekend, which was the Pay Us What You Owe Us shirts. Definitely came to a shock to me, but I loved it. I loved the idea of it. How did you feel about it? I'm going to let you go ahead and go first.
Yeah, this is something, you know what I'm saying, that we done been talking about for the last couple seasons, dealing with the WNBA, because shit, they underpaid like fuck. Like, they damn near, like, if I'm not mistaken, they damn near get paid like the same as damn near like teachers. You know what I'm saying? And now, I'm not gonna count. It's a lot more opportunity for them. You know what I'm saying? Cause like during this summer, they were just hooping for the unrivaled. And I think that shit, that's like the overtime shit type shit. They
The
make
big three thing they had going this fast. Yeah, that shit was nice.
Facts, and they make like $220,000 from doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like it could get to a point where it's like shit. If we get in that just to hoop like a couple games during the, you know what I'm saying? We could fuck around and just make them bigger. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the whole OTE shit. Like it's possible for, you know what I'm saying, y'all to get big with this unrivaled shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to stay on top of shit, I definitely feel like, yeah, I mean, they not in the wrong, bro. They definitely deserve to be paid more than what they paid. Cause like the top players, the only reason they paid like a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, some real money is because of all them damn endorsements and shit like that. These niggas with the NBA don't be needing them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, these rookies, them endorsements just help them. Them niggas rookie contracts be straight. Like, they can hoop them 4 years they signed for and go do some other shit. We've seen players do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't think of his name, but bro, that was just he was just on the Hawks, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. He stopped hooping because he was like, he like found God or something like that. Can't think of who it was. So sum this all up real quick on my end. They not wrong, bro. Pay them their money. They definitely just brought, in the last year, they definitely just brought y'all in with so much goddamn money. Like, it's ridiculous. So,
AJ Griffin.
Real quick. So how you feel about it, Jace?
And yeah, like I was saying, man, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to like what the NBA did, especially like from COVID times and shit beyond that. Really, like when Davis, what's his name? Donald Sterling, yeah. I was gonna say David Stern. It's not David Stern. Donald Sterling days of, having that racist owner for the Clippers at a time. And, them standing up to the NBA to do something about that. So they only getting paid fucking 9.3% of the revenue that's currently being generated right now. And, part of that is the league getting more popular. I mean, because it definitely has been, it hasn't been around that long. It's not like the NBA that's been a thing since, the 60s and 70s and shit. And WNBA came out probably like maybe 10 years before we was fucking born or some shit like that. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like, it was 90. So it's roughly still a young league, so they still have time to like build and shape what it's going to be for the future. And one of the big pioneers of that change has been Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Right now, Paige Buckets, like she's been going crazy. She's been attracting a lot of attention. And also, the OGs was a big part of that too. Like Maya Moore, shout out to her, winning her 4 rings and all that shit. BG. Players like that. Yeah, exactly. But in order for them to get to that point to where everybody's on one accord and everybody's believing that they're on one accord, you gotta cut shit out like what KP just did right after that, or after they had that unison on the court and everybody's like, oh, this is beautiful, this is nice. Why the hell is KP talking about discussing basically how the shirt thing came about? And out of nowhere, for no reason, says that Caitlin Clark's team wasn't present during the meetings or any of the creation of that idea. And Sabrina's like, that didn't need to be mentioned. She's like, I'm just trying to make light of a situation. You literally didn't have to say anything. Like, I honestly don't understand. Like, it's not even just the OGs. It's some of the younger players that ain't been in the league that long have just been hating on Caitlyn or hating on Angel. Is like, what the fuck? What? Why? I don't get it. They're bringing new viewers. They're bringing new blood. You got more NBA players coming to the games. All of this is going on. Why? Like, because it's not
More
you?
team.
Is it because it's not you? You feel like you should be the reason that everybody's coming to see you? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere and be congratulative that the attention is coming to the league. Like, get your head out your own ass and think about what it's doing for everybody. If you're so worried and so happy about the women around you, then do that on all fronts. Stop with all this hating shit, fake smiling shit. That shit is weird. Like, I don't understand it. That shit ain't doing nothing but causing damage to the league and turning away more people.
When the person you pulled up to that press conference with is sitting right next to you, laughing like, yeah, going along with you, telling the story with you, and you say that goof ass shit, and off that they like, and then they say you really didn't have to, like out their mouth, they shit, you really didn't have to say that. You in the fucking wrong, and you should have been like, you know what, my bad, y'all. Instead of trying to goddamn shit stomp on it and goddamn stand on that shit, like, bro, I'm not okay game. One thing I know, if you know my Twitter, but if it's one thing I know, you go against that internet game, your ass not gonna win. I promise. You never gonna win against the internet, bro. So you just did this shit and nah, them folks finna be on your ass. And now in your next press conference, you probably gonna say some crazy shit like, all of these fans are just, when you brought this shit on yourself. Accountability. But yeah, but that shit was like, I don't really want to speak on this shit too much because that shit was just lame, to be honest. Like Sabrina said, that shit did not have to be brought up. If that was if that was how you felt, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should have had a meeting while everybody was there for All-Star Weekend in the locker room, wherever the fuck where y'all meet at. Y'all was at the club and shit. Y'all could have had a meet up like, hey, twin, why y'all went up? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Instead of getting in front of a mic and then telling them some shit that if you want to say that, nobody would have knew that. That's some shit y'all could have addressed y'allself. Now y'all got everybody in y'all business. So, but yeah, but that shit was lame, bro. Man, damn. But to stay on WNBA news though, and some more lame shit, but it turned into a positive for injuries. You know what I'm saying? With the me-bound shit. So if you don't know, basically, you know what I'm saying. Everybody on Twitter, you know what I'm saying. You can say be trying to clown Angel Reese because of, you know what I'm saying, her play style, which, you know, that she be getting a lot of offensive rebounds. So folks on Twitter start calling them me-bounds. And then she basically just took that, and if I'm not mistaken, first she trademarked it, and then after the trademark, she's coming out with a shoe named Me-Bound. How you feel about it, Jace? Then I'm gonna get into my take.
Hey, dog, that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hard. That's some hustler shit. That's some money making shit. I respect the fuck out of that. I ain't gonna lie. Them people been talking shit about that goddamn girl since she got to the fucking league. Really before that, when she was LSU,
Yep.
motherfucker was talking shit. All because of the Caitlin Clark shit. That's a big part of it, but also because she young, black, turned. That's gonna come with issues anytime. Like if it's a man, young black turn, woman, young black turn, it's gonna be some shit. And she's been holding it the fuck down. She ain't goddamn been up here boohoo crying all on social media every day, all day. She been a fucking champ. So to see her flip that shit, like the shirt shit was hard. I was fucking with that, and she acknowledged that shit was a great idea. She went and trademarked it. But the fucking shoes, and the thing is, them bitches hard. It ain't like no motherfuckers just some random basic ass. I ain't finna get into brands. I was finna start shitting on brands, and them niggas might wanna fuck with us lately. So let me shut up. But it ain't like it's some other shoes, some shoe brands that I might not like out here. That's ugly as fuck for real. Them bitches actually tough. And bringing Reeboks, back into the fray, like I ain't wore a pair of fucking Reeboks in so fucking long, bro. I can't even remember like the last time I wore them bitches. And like I can tell you like the last pair that I really thought was, wearable to me would probably be like when they came back out with like the pumps or, the Shaq kamikaze motherfuckers or whatever. Those type of, you know what I'm saying, that era. She's bringing that shit back into the fray. And again, amazing decision. I wish her nothing but success on her motherfucking career. She's been getting better this season. Like, I ain't even gonna say like just like this season, like from just last year, just from the beginning of this season up until now has been like a major improvement because she started off kind of slow. She is kind of efficient. She locked the fuck in, and she been hitting fades and them me bounds been turning into goddamn points, all kind of shit. So I'm real proud of her. You know what I'm saying? I hope she keep going. She gonna be a legend when it's all said and done. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same shit. Like you said, bro, that definitely some hustling ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely salute that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to turn that shit into some shit that's gonna make you some money every time a motherfucker even, you know what I'm saying, try to say it after they try to put that shit on you. But it's a word out there, they got flipped like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's some folks out there mad as fuck that they got flipped. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna count. Like, I don't even know what to say for real, because that shit just crazy, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't have thought about that shit. But that shit is dead ass crazy with how fast that shit happened. Like, oh, alright, I'm peeping y'all saying that shit big. I'm finna pop out with this shirt. Boom, right after that, I'm finna trademark this shit. That ain't it. I got this shoe for y'all ass too. And the shoe fucking hard, like you said, bro. Niggas gonna be wearing that shoe. Y'all gonna be like, what the man, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be at your little pickup run game. You gonna be at the Y, at the Croc Center. You gonna be like, damn, twin, what he got on? And that gonna be them angel reasons. And get what your hating ass gonna say. Okay, bye them. Lame, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Salute to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, she been getting better. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Just within this season, like, the progress from game 1 to now, I ain't gonna cap, bro. It's definitely been a goddamn leap. And you know what I'm saying? Salute to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? And wish her nothing but the best. But to stay on, I guess you could say, the Angel Reese topic, you know, she had, I ain't gonna say she. This nigga RG3, like, maybe last week, just out of fucking nowhere, posted one of the most craziest pictures. He didn't make the picture.
Twin. I ain't gonna lie,
like
twin. Fuck calling nigga RG3, bro. That nigga named Bob. That nigga Bob Griffin.
That boy Bob Griffin. He posted a crazy ass, like, I guess you could say AI picture type shit that was made by somebody on Twitter. Cause I had ended up seeing that picture earlier, like up under a post. But you know what I'm saying, not reacting to it, just scrolling past that lame ass shit. And then, but my next time seeing it was Bob Griffin III. A long ass paragraph and him just talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. To summarize it, he was basically saying like, hey man, you guys shouldn't be attacking Angel Reese because of this. And some fucking how, that shit turned into, and yeah, I felt so bad when you guys just attacked me. And I spoke to some of your peers, and they told me you hate Caitlin Clark. Also, Angel Reese to come out and her mama and her mom to post on Twitter to tell you, a gang, you didn't talk to a single person around us about nothing. So please shoot us the number that called and told you that crazy shit. But how you felt about that, Jace? Cause boy,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bob has to shut the fuck up. That nigga need to shut the fuck up, sis. That nigga was talking about, oh, bro, I don't want to be the best black quarterback in the league. Bro, you shut the fuck up, dog. I don't want to hear that crybaby ass shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga been running from being black since he probably was fucking born, bro. I ain't, no, that shit is weird. That shit is weird. Like, one of the worst things you can do as a black man to be out here, like, publicly trying to tear down a black woman. Like, what the fuck? And that's just like what we just saying, like, earlier with the WNBA shit. We supposed to be out here creating unison, working together on the same front and shit. You out here causing all this unnecessary ass divide. Like, it's already enough fuck shit going on in the world. Don't nobody need, like, more shit added into the fray just because you want to be a goofy ass nigga. Like, that shit is so weird to me. I don't understand motherfuckers like Bob. I'm definitely not calling the motherfucker RG3 no more. Yeah, with that mindset. Like, that's crazy work. Like, it's that, and then, you know, the whole Caitlin Clark shit. And then, he got into it with Ryan Clark, which is crazy. Another Clark involved in a fucking situation. He going back and forth with that motherfucker. He got his own shit going on, but in that argument, he definitely was in the right. Like,
thanks.
Brian on the same shit I'm on. Like, what the fuck you got going on? Why is you going at Angel Reese? Why is you going at black women? Like, just because you got, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, but yeah, just because you got what you got going on, don't be you could be coming over here talking about people that look like you. Like, that's fucking weird. I hope you get your fucking life together, bozo. For real, no cap. But to talk about, that was gonna be crazy. I was say to talk about other bozos, but to transition over to Washington, the man that up the street in Washington, he said he wants the Washington football team, aka the Warriors, aka who they are right now. Wait, they're not called the Warriors. What are they team?
Commanders?
The Commanders. I'm fair fan. All right, so I gotta redo that whole tape.
No, you don't. We gonna keep
Yeah, me to call motherfuckers the Warriors. See, even I'm confused on their name, bro. Maybe they should go back. But that nigga said, man, he want them to change their name back to the Redskins because I don't know what the fuck. Like, I honestly don't. It doesn't matter what his reasoning was. It doesn't make sense. This far down the line, it was a long, drawn out situation that was going on for years. They didn't even have a name. Like I'm saying, like they was Washington football team for a good minute when they first turned the Redskins shit, and it wasn't just here. It's happened even in our city. They changed the Fort Gordon to Fort Eisenhower, and all this shit has been like happening across the United States of changing the old ways of how shit was and changing it back to how changing it to something more positive with a better history around it. You know what I'm saying? Not just doing shit just because my ancestors said that. My ancestors thought that was a good idea, whatever. But now he's holding up a deal on the stadium if they do not change this name. And I'm not really seeing too many people talk about it, but that's wild to do. Like you're basically holding up their season in the palm of your hands because you want to change a name. Like what's so significant at this point to change it back to the Redskins? It's not like Charlotte Bobcats and then changing them back to the Hornets. The Bobcats was ass. They didn't do shit for the fucking city. I would have changed that shit back my goddamn self. Like that made perfect sense because New Orleans Hornets didn't have.
I said that shit ain't had no shabazz to it.
It ain't had no shabazz to it, but it ain't had no reason to be fucking happening. Like that shit was weird. Like they could have just made it a whole new team, which they wound up eventually doing, turn it into the Pelicans. But yeah, it's just honestly weird. I don't see the reason for it, the significance of it, how it's gonna like help generate revenue or anything like that. Because I feel like not only the fans in Washington, but everybody around football is just far removed from that now. Like we're over that. But how do you feel about it?
It ain't that damn deep, bro. Like, in my opinion, that shit wasn't that deep when they got changed first time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like when they changed the name from the Redskins, them niggas was going around Washington asking everybody. And they was like, bro, we were cool with it, bro. Like, we never had no problem with their name being the Redskins. So in that degree, it's like, what the fuck? And then for Donald Trump had to be goddamn like you said. If I'm not mistaken, bro, you just can't hold up their goddamn season, bro. They would have to forfeit every fucking game that they don't play. And that's gonna fuck up what they got going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn folks be having fucking season tickets. You know what I'm saying? They be season ticket holders. The fuck about them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about them folks? Like, what is so significant about, like you said, changing these folks' name back to the Redskins, bro? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm for it. Like, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that shit was just to happen, like, boom, okay, cool. But you doing all that holdout shit, gang, for what? Like, Jay and Daniels just came off a Rookie of the Year season. Fucking, you got a little young core around there. You got a couple old heads on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? But y'all look like a better team than last. Well, they look like a better team than last year. And you gonna goddamn stop them from showcasing what they can do? Cause y'all want a damn name change game? Like, there's no way in fuck it's that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's no goddamn way. He must have got some money put down or some shit. Like, I told them I was going that I was gonna change the name to or some shit. Cause like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. I don't think folks losing sleep, bro, cause they named not the Redskins no more. Niggas still rocking Sean Taylor Redskin jerseys, bro. Niggas don't care. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, ain't that deep to them. But to stay on this NFL talk, we done had some over the last couple of weeks. We done had some notable players, you know what I'm saying, retire. So to start off with today real quick, my boy, Honey Badger. That boy Tyron Matthew, man. He done finally called it quits from the league, man. I will go first on this one with me being an LSU supporter. But, bruh, hell of a career, my dog. And I got to see this shit from when, like, you was in college game. Because shout out to my boy Takembe Ashmore, bro. That's who put me on to the LSU Tigers, bro. We was in 6th grade. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the year Patrick Peterson was there. And then he came to season right after. But, nigga, being able to see Patrick Peterson, like, playing quarterback for us, and then this young nigga with a mohawk just come out of nowhere and he, boo, making it fumble and fucking the most craziest hits, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy, bro. And then for him to go on to the NFL, bro, get him a ring, bro, like, be a top nigga in his position year in, year out, bro. Hey, I love to see it, dog. But to sum it all up, shit, I'm glad that he got a ring, because a lot of niggas gonna retire without one. Like, we were just talking about Mike Williams, like, he a player, I feel like she had a ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? But only one team can win that big year in, year out. I'm glad that he got his ring, bro. Hell of a career for real. He definitely need one of them jackets. I ain't gonna lie to you. He definitely need one of them jackets. But how you feel about it, Jay?
Yeah, need one of them jackets. I think he's gonna be first ballot. To be honest with you, I don't think I know he's gonna be first ballot. Like you said, one of the best motherfuckers in that position. One of the most dangerous niggas on that side of the ball. Motherfuckers used to be afraid to play against that motherfucker. You know how bad you gotta be on this fucking planet for your nickname to be the fucking honey badger? You know how dangerous a fucking honey badger is? Honey badgers be beating up shit that's 3 times bigger than they fucking is. Like, on some Wolverine shit. Like, so yeah, definitely a hell of a career. I used to hear about him before I even was watching football. Like, around you talking about 6th grade. Like, yeah, middle school. Like, I was watching football, but I wasn't heavy on it. Like, I still was watching boxing, big on NBA, this, that, and third. Football wasn't like the main thing, but I definitely was hearing about Honey Badger before I even knew who or what he was doing. And once I tuned in, you know what I'm saying, I see why they call him that. You know what I'm saying? One of the most ferocious niggas that ever touched the fucking grass, man. So, yeah, man, hell of a career. Fucking glad that he got a ring. Wish him well on whatever he decides to do after that. Probably gonna be an analyst. I think he'll be a great analyst. But shit, above that, shit, he'd probably be a great defensive coordinator if he wants to do that. If he wants to go into coaching, not sure. But I would love to see him on the analytics side. You know what I'm saying? Him talking about defenses and all of that. Just like how we have Tony Romo. Well, I don't know if Tony Romo's still doing that because I haven't been watching. Yeah, but yeah, like Tony Romo doing the breakdowns and shit of the offenses and all that. But yeah, man, another notable person that retired was Jimmy Graham. I ain't gonna lie, man. I definitely thought he had already retired. Just recently learned that he did like 4 receptions last season on the Saints. Did not know. Did not really watch the Saints last season. Definitely hell of a career. Was one of my favorite players to play and put on my team when I was playing Madden thoroughly. One of the best tight ends this league has ever seen. Left the Saints, went to the Seahawks. Was doing great on the Seahawks as well. Still adding versatility to them. Hell of a career. Definitely wish he was able to get more success, like a Gronk or shit. Shannon Sharp, his buddy named Mr. Taylor Swift.
Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of legendary tight ends out there. He's up there. He's definitely in the conversation. Tony Gonzalez and all that. But yeah, hell of a career. Definitely wish he was able to get more rings. But honestly, if this is what we're looking at right now, probably first ballot too.
That boy Jimmy was definitely one of the ones, bro. Like, shit, boy. I moved growing up, nigga. Everybody wanted to be tight end wise. Like, everybody wanted down him, nigga, Jason Witten ass, Gronk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them big ass, I'm going to get up there, I'm going to get it, bro. I'm going to run him over, and I'm going to juke Holmes, and I'm going to get the touchdown game. Like, he was one, bro, he was special to watch for real. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, he'd have had some elite quarterbacks throwing him the ball. You know what I'm saying? But even without the elite quarterbacks, bro, he's still him. I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, I have to really just sit down and, you know what I'm saying? But he top 10 tight end. I ain't for sure. I ain't gonna care. I think he top tight end. You know what I'm saying? For shit, sure. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? We too much arguing that. But like you said, I think A-Twin, the jacket incoming, you was one of the ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? You wish you could have got more accolades, you know what I'm saying, to go along with this, you know what I'm saying? But shit, at least you got more than somebody that we finna bring up. Cause that boy Phillip Rivers, he also retired too. As a Charger. Facts. He just officially retired as a Charger. Hell of a career. And I didn't say this with Jimmy Graham. Hell of a
Yeah,
career.
he did retire as a Saint. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, facts. He retired as a Saint, and hey, bro, I wish you the best in your retirement life. You know what I'm saying, gang? Enjoy. You deserve it. But to get on to goddamn Phillip ass, that boy Phillip, man, you was one of the ones too, gang. You know what I'm saying? I never played with you a lot, nigga, in Madden, cause boy. But yeah, man, Phillip Rivers, man, boy, hell of a career. Let me go ahead and start off by saying that I definitely played with the Chargers a lot when he was on that team, cause of that boy LaDainian Tomlinson. I can't lie to you, that's my favorite running back growing up. So with him being my favorite running back, you know what I'm saying, I had always fought with goddamn Phillip Rivers, cause shit, I was always forced to goddamn play with him anytime that I wanted to play with, you know what I'm saying, LT. But
That's how I felt about wanting to play with Antonio Gates.
and that was another reason, you know what I'm saying, the boy had Gates, bro. Like, you don't think I'm finna play with these boys, you know? But hell of a career now. I ain't gonna lie now. I love you, my boy. But boy, that jacket, I don't know, gang. Would I like for you to have one? Yes. But we gotta be realistic, man. I don't think you getting that motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After this, I'm gonna go, while you doing your tape, I'm gonna go look up his stats just to make sure I'm not tripping and getting him mixed up with somebody else and his accolades. But yeah, twin, I don't think you making it. But you was hell of a quarterback, gang. If I was a GM, I would have drafted you. I promise. But how you feel about the retirement, Jace?
Yeah, man, hell of a motherfucking quarterback. He was out there banging it out with the fucking the Paytons and the motherfucking, well, just say Mannings overall. Banging it out with the fucking Manning family, banging it out with Brady, banging it out with Roethlisberger. Like, he had elite fucking competition day in, day out. And he stuck it out, you know what I'm saying, on that, especially on a team like the Chargers, who nobody really expected much from. Nobody expected much from a team in San Diego. And they was in the conversation for a good bit of those years, but yeah, they obviously wasn't able to win. But like I'm saying, like, it's a elite competition. So it's kind of like when Jordan and all of them had their runs, Ewan didn't get to go. Reggie Miller didn't get to go. A lot of motherfuckers everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? Dan Marino wasn't able to go. And there's a few other quarterbacks in between that had elite, amazing careers and weren't able to go. But doesn't change the fact that they were an elite in that position. So it definitely was elite in position. He had a great weapon in Antonio Gates, one of the best 1-2 punches this league has ever seen. It's great to see him retire as a Charger. That's really like where his home was. I never really saw him as a Colt. That was always kind of weird to me. Like, I hate when that happens in this league. I thought Russell Wilson was going to stay a Seahawk through his whole career. Or fucking Aaron A-Rod to stay a Packer his whole career. But, you know, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, hell of a career.
So, I just went and took a look at his stats. That nigga down there averaged 4,000 passing yards down there every year. I ain't gonna count. Now, where it gets shaky is the playoff. I'm gonna have to go do some research whenever we done with the pod for it and go look at these games. But looking at the stats, bro, his playoff numbers was crazy doodle. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like I said, I'm gonna have to go look at that. But with me just looking at the stats, I think he get one.
It's like I feel like Matt Ryan's gonna get one. You know, Matt Ryan's gonna get one as well.
You know what I'm saying? He had a Super Bowl run. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, yeah.
And
of course.
They don't shit they damn pants.
Well, yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna see that jacket on Phillip, man. Love to see him retire on the team they love. But
wish you the best.
Yeah, wish you the best. Speaking of OGs, man, just got a new one to sign to the Raiders. Team back up with his coach, Pete Carroll, man. Jamal Adams. How do you feel about that acquisition, man? What is he adding to the Raiders, man?
But let me go ahead and say this though. Let me not say I'm not a fan of Jamal Adams. I've never been a fan of players that have Jamal Adams' play style. So like him and like a damn Buda Baker. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. If you ain't shit, like, and this literally is your whole like thing, like you ain't shit but a hard hitting safety. I'm not talking about like a Ed Reed. Like Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, them niggas was hard hitting safeties, but they could also cover. I'm not gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? They could also get an interception right at it. Jamal Adams is a linebacker that plays safety. In my opinion. he a hard hitter, bro. Like, he just somebody you want to go down. And those type players, in my opinion, they have to be in those type systems where it's an ass of cover guys. So I can be this hard hitting nigga, and that can be cool because everybody else around me can cover. If somebody coming my way, it almost ain't my fault. I know what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say what the hell he added to this team because, I mean, he ain't shit but a hard hitting safety. He do bring, you know what I'm saying, the damn leadership. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. If they got some young corners and safeties out there, yeah, he do bring that vet leadership. You know what I'm saying? He did play with some guys. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't think he really had name. They picked up Afton Gianti in the draft. I think they need to be worried about picking up offensive linemen. That's a whole different
in the league, but he's definitely been like what 3-time Pro Bowler, shit, All American, first team SEC. Like he's got some accolades under his belt, and shit. Last season, he was averaging what 2.5, 2.1, 21.5, sacks and shit. So he's still like a valuable player. You know what I'm saying? What?
He averaged 21.5 sacks.
I even say average, but he had 21.5 sacks. So I'm guessing like one of the sacks they had. Yeah.
There's no way in fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. The sack leader last year was T.J. Watt with like 16.
Nigga, for statistics, he's definitely, I feel like, still has a good bit left in the tank. Do I think he's going to be like the number one CB on this team? Hell no. Like, I definitely feel like they got other options, especially if their, goal is to win. I wouldn't have him out. That's like when, I can't remember who picked him up. The tail end of Darrell Revis' career, and asking him to still have Revis Island open at the end of his career. That's a whole lot to put on him. So, like, even though, he's probably been in the league, 7 years? You asking him to be, the top player, he's vet status right now. So, yeah, man.
Real quick, it was Kansas City who he ended it off with.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Asking that nigga to have Revis Island in Kansas City. Hell no. The fuck? Yeah, man. Pete Carroll gets a little bit more of what he wants, man. Hopefully he does good down there. But yeah, man. Anything else we got to add NFL-wise? This has been like our probably biggest NFL episode.
Yeah, I do have one thing. So, there's some talks out there in New Orleans about, the quarterback situation. Because everyone should know the Saints end up taking, I hope I pronounce it right, Tyler Shough from Louisville with their second round pick, if I'm not mistaken. Third round, maybe. Could be fourth. But they took him, if I'm not mistaken, Derek Carr, he retired a couple weeks ago. Or like a couple months ago or some shit. And I think the only quarterback that was left in the room was Spencer Rattler from South Carolina that they drafted last year. So, as of right now, they're saying Tyler basically has that QB1 spot. There hasn't been a lot of talk about it, but I ain't gonna lie. From seeing, I'm gonna go do some real research. But from seeing what I've seen people post on Twitter and Instagram, and from what I've seen from both, because I've caught some Spencer Rattler South Carolina games, and I've caught some damn Louisville games last year. I think Spencer Rattler is the better talent than Tyler. He's more I have to go look at how athletic he is, but I think Spencer more athletic. I think the arm is better. So I'm not really sure why the hell. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the wording for it was like they're basically like just giving it to him. Like, I don't even think he like goddamn fighting for it. I don't know if it's like something internal that's going on with Spencer, you know what I'm saying, or what's going on. But if they just really favor him, but I don't know, shit. Hopefully they making the right choice and Tyler is their guy and they don't have to resort to damn Spencer in like week 6. But I think that's it for the news though.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be talking about Manny Pacquiao fight. We're going to be talking about Usyk, Dubois, 2. That crazy ass shit. A little bit of UFC as well. Yeah, we definitely getting a fighting episode, so be on the lookout for that. Bringing in some special guest correspondents that's going to help us dive into those episodes, and help us break down the analytics and all that, break down the footage. So be on the lookout for that. This has been episode 10. been a hell of a ride, and we still going, getting this shit knocked out as best we can. We out.